Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, on today's episode of Inside Life with Erica, this is a summary of everything that happened. First of all, I'd like to say that this episode at the end part actually got me emotional. Yes, guys, you know Azine now with her soft heart and everything. I actually got emotional and I actually felt for Erica. Later on, you guys will find out why. But the show started with Erica and Talani in Kenya. Of course, showed how much fun they had feeding giraffes. Okay, this time around it's not Betty the giraffe, it's actually Laurie, I've forgotten her name, feeding the giraffes, going swimming. They basically went on a vacation in Kenya. They spent some time at the giraffe manor and everything. It was so much fun. Yes, guys. At some point, Erica even allowed that giraffe to kiss her face. I'm like, yeah. I mean, the giraffe's tongue is yeah. Anyways, it was super fun. Then she came back to Lagos, Nigeria, where she had to meet with Slum to School. I hope I got their name correctly, which is headed by Otto. Now, Otto is a very fine young man. Well, you know, if you know me very well, you know that Azine likes good things. I mean, I like admiring the handwork of God. And this young man is so fine. It's so unfortunate that I could not capture his picture. But Erica went to visit them. And there they talked about the NGO. Apparently, and Erica has been volunteering for this NGO. And basically what they do is take care of kids, you know, kids that are not privileged enough to have access to quality education. They go ahead, build schools, educate them. According to what Otto said, last year they launched the virtual education where they have to, like, you know what virtual education is, teaching them online and all that. And also they have different initiatives which Erica has been part of. And Otto was like, I mean, Erica has been posting them. She'll say she'll come today, she'll say she'll come tomorrow, and Erica was like, oh, she's been busy. And according to Otto, Erica was supposed to come in last month and she didn't, and she said it's because of work. And he said a lot of things have changed and they are going for an outreach, more like an outreach or more like giving back to the society to build a school for a community in Epe, which is in Lagos State. And Erica was like, okay, cool, that she would love to be part of it, that they should inform her and everything. And they were like, they have to cross the I think the ocean or something. They have to use a boat. And Erica was like, huh? Cross water again? Really? And during her monologue, she was like, oh, it's water. But then again, even though she's scared of water and everything, but since it's for a good cause, she's going to do it. And of course, you know, at some point, Erica started talking about her own personal NGO, the one she's always talked about, because Otto actually asked her how far, and she was like, she would like to learn more from him to be able to know how to grow the NGO like he has grown their own. And after the whole discussion, Otto was like, okay, if she wants to meet with the students, apparently they were in session and she had like 10 minutes before they closed, and Erica went to meet them at the virtual room, and there she was motivating them, telling them, you know what, you don't have to be the fastest runner on earth, you don't have to be the most skillful dancer, but there's always something you are good at. You might be good at organizing business, you might be good at, you know, organizing things, you might be good at being a doctor, a lawyer, whichever one. We all have something we have to contribute to life, and there is a purpose to which you were brought on earth, meaning that nobody is actually useless in this life. Everybody has a use. And while she was talking, they were listening. So one particular young man was like, what motivated you about you taking up the role in the movie Devil in Abada? And she says the movie was very relatable to her. But then again, the fact that, you know, this boy actually asked, that means he was actually keeping tabs on her. But then she's not sure how old the boy is, but she would have loved him to see her movie, but she's not sure if the boy is up to 18. So that was how she finished that session, and it was very beautiful. I mean, even for me to see those young people, the way their faces lit up when she was talking, basically she was motivating them. Now, away from all that, now back to Derelay's birthday. Now, Erica was planning this massive, surprise for Derelay. She said she purposely did not talk about his birthday. She purposely did not put it on her, social media handles. So it would seem as if she actually forgot. But she cannot forget Derelay's birthday, because Derelay has always been there. Even while she was in the Big Brother house, he has always had her back. And you don't forget people that have had your back like that. And she said she's going to surprise him. And while on the way, she called her PA, who is not in Lagos, or who was not in Lagos at that time. And she said she's handled everything, that those people, the surprise people would meet them at the estate gate, that is the Relay's estate gate, and it was on a Sunday, if I'm not mistaken. And basically they were going to meet them there, so that with the dance party and the singers, the cake, the balloons and everything, to surprise the Relay. And because the Relay is not somebody that easily surprised, they really had to work extra hard, talk to his manager to make sure that the Relay is home, because Erica was like, oh, I wish her that the Relay was going to be home at that time. So they got there. Fortunately or unfortunately, these people were not there. Apparently, Google Map directed them to VGC, and Erica was really, really pissed. I mean, that she can't go in there, in her own words. I mean, what is she going in there to do? There is no cake, there's no nothing, no dance party, nothing. So how is she even going? There's nothing to be surprised about. So she called her PA. Her PA said, and those people said they were there, and she was now telling her PA, and her PA was like, okay, later on that she called them. They said they are redirecting, that is where the map took them to. Yeah, that's a normal occurrence in Nigeria, my dear. When you are using Google Map can take you and drive you inside water. Trust me, it has happened to me. Anyways, Erica was pissed, but she was just waiting. I mean, she has no other choice than to sit there and wait. She was a bit worried because traffic, but her PA assured her there is no traffic because those people said it's a freeway, and because it's a Sunday and everything. So finally, those people arrive. They go in, they surprise Derele being himself. Derele can be really, really extra. He was so happy. He popped the champagne. He was dancing. He hugged Erica. It was a beautiful scene. I love scenes like that. Like, naturally, I love things. I love when people are actually happy, and they were just happy. And Derele was like, you know what? Erica is such a kind soul, that she is one of those people that does not forget grace, that she's one of those people that even if he doesn't get to see her every day, once he talks with her, he is okay. That like when she got your back, and she does not even forget, that she was like, Erica was like, Derele was actually surprised. And seriously, he was surprised. He was speechless. For the first time in history, Derele, the one guy that never stops talking, did not have anything to say. And he was like, he didn't even know. I mean, the way Erica had to like tiptoe, climbed up the stairs so that he wouldn't find out and all that. It was really a joyous time at Daryl's birthday. So after the birthday, she moved on to go see the Don Baba J himself, Donjazzy. Now, this is where it got emotional for me, because I actually did feel for Erica. Yeah, I actually did feel for her. So when she went to see Donjazzy, she said she just needed a balance in her life. Fame and everything, the pressure, there's fans, there are trolls, there are people that are expecting you to be so perfect, and it's just dragging her different directions. She just needed a balance in her life. So while she was talking to Donjazzy and everything, she also made mention during her monologue that, this whole thing is taking a toll on her. Like when she got out of the house, the anxiety was too much, the pressure was too much, even though it's not like that now, but she feels like that thing is coming back. She mentioned an incident where she had this appearance, and she came back the next day, and the next day she could not even remember that she had this appearance. The anxiety was taking a toll on her. Sometimes she would be having a conversation with people and she would just zone out, and she wouldn't even know she had zoned out. That's how much this whole pressure from fans, from trolls, from frenemies on social media has gotten to her. And that shows us a lot that these people are actually humans. So she was telling Donjazzy, and Donjazzy was like, you know what? when he started off, that time Donjazzy used to whisper to the band's ear and the band would talk. A lot of people were calling him drug baron and everything. Even now when they see him doing all this clownish thing, joking and everything, they'll see, have something to say. They'll be like, oh, give us the old Donjazzy. The very same people that used to call him all those kind of names. And Donjazzy told Erica it would not stop. They will still call you that as long as you are in the public eye. You do not there's no way you can get over it with giving them fire for fire. Sometimes you just ignore, sometimes you play like the fool and all that. And he also went ahead to tell her that the one thing that they always used to hold them or to cage them is to say, oh, this person is so humble that you should not get, don't get trapped in that. To be humble, then you will not come and lose yourself. No. When it's time for you to be yourself, because Erica was telling him, she's naturally a nice person. She's not a difficult person. But because people already had a perception about her and they come at her being all this defensive, so she doesn't even know who to trust. She always has her guard on whenever she's meeting people, and that is also taking a toll on her. And Donjazzy was like, be yourself, basically. Be nice, to these people, and they will be your ambassadors, your brand ambassadors outside. And that is very, very true, because they will be like, this girl you said is, like this is not how this girl is, because I've met her and I've, interacted with her. But then again, don't lose yourself in all that. And he says, he knows when to like play all this, play with them, the fans and everything. And he knows when to like, set boundaries. And he also went ahead to say that most times these trolls, these fans, they mirror their own life on you. When they say some certain things, it's not just about you, it's about how they would have reacted if they were in your place. So most times it's not a you problem, it's basically a them problem. So after that, at that point, I really did feel for Erica, because I could relate somehow, because the pressure, people dragging you in different directions and everything. So yeah, that was where it got emotional for me. So after that, she got home, she wanted to eat something, and Erica now, baby girl said she knows how to cook, according to her, but she does not like cooking. So she went into the kitchen and there was Kamsi there. So they were like, what to cook. And Kamsi was like, oh, do I make noodles for you and put all the rishi inside? And she was like, no, she doesn't want to eat noodles. Let them do potatoes. And while they were there, Kamsi just remembered that her PA called, that maybe the PA was trying to reach Erica but could not reach Erica. So the PA gave him a message for Erica. Kamsi is actually Erica's cousin. So he told Erica that the skincare, people that were handling her skincare brand productions and everything, said there's going to be a delay for 2 months. And Erica was livid. She was like, how can this happen? Like, what's the meaning of that? While they were talking about that, Baby came and Erica carried him. Baby is like the star of the show for me. Anyways, because he's really, really so cute. So Erica was really, really pissed. Like, she's been putting up promotions. These people told her next week, and now, they have to like wait for extra 2 months. She was really, really pissed. And at some point, she just, got down from the kitchen counter where she was, picked up her phones, picked up Baby, and she walked out. And Kamsi was like, you did not tell us what we are going to eat, oh, madam. And that was where it ended. So next week, we're going to be seeing Devil in Abada premiere, and also where they got to visit the community, where they had to take the boat to visit the Epe community where they're supposed to build a school. So yes, basically that was it for today's episode. I really did enjoy today, even though I got emotional, at some point. I would have wanted them to show us more of the Kenya thing, because it was very, very brave, and I think the two parts that actually got me was the slum to school. I think that's a very beautiful initiative. I even had to go check them out on Instagram. It's a very beautiful initiative, giving back to the society. And the whole talk she had with Donjazzy, it really got me. Like, it really got to me, sorry. It really, really got to me. And I think the take home from all this is, these celebrities, Big Brother Naija housemates especially, or ex-housemates or housemates especially, please remember they are humans just like you and I. Be nice. Don't be trolling. I don't know what people gain by trolling people. Like I always say, if you don't like a particular housemate, don't follow them. If you see a post about them and you don't like them, my dear, if I'm talking about them and you don't like them, skip it. I am giving you the liberty to skip it. But please don't troll these people. Don't go and be tagging them to nonsense things. Please, their lives are just as important as yours is, just as important as yours is. So just remember that. Put yourself in their shoes and don't go mirroring your own life on them. They are not you, you are not them. Their reaction to life cannot be the same with yours. And on this note, I end this video. Thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful day ahead. Bye, guys.